that is fascinating because we're starting to see more interaction and more collaboration between all the different layers and the ecosystem. And that I believe that's what we need the most at the moment. And I wanted to ask you, because you said that the BTC Frontier Fund is very focused on ordinals at the moment. And we talk about Liquidium. And I just wanted to ask if there's any other project or any other thing in the ordinal space that you're excited about, or you want to share some of that stuff with us?
Let's see. We got a lot of applications doing a lot of different things. So we saw some creator tools that are pretty interesting. Right now, for example, it's still pretty hard to work with recursion, for example. Recursion does a really cool idea that once you store a file on as an ordinal or as an inscription, you can then pull it back and you can pull different pieces back and you can say build a website this way or do an NFT collection where you inscribe 10 different hats, but then if you want to do a 10,000 piece collection, you can just pull those different hats as recursive inscriptions. And so it's much more data efficient to do it that way. So I think there's a lot you can do with recursion that is still at the early stages. And art is one example of that, where if you add 500 traits to as individual traits and upload them, piecing them back together is still super messy. Like you're using HTML code and you're layering them using the right ordering, and then when you pull that recursive inscription on the browser, it's going to just read that HTML code like it would any other website. And so the tools to make that clean and effortless, almost like a Canva style interface, doesn't exist. So people doing stuff to make it easier for creators to build better art is super interesting. DeFi is always interesting. So I've seen some like BRC20 stuff. We'll see what Casey does with runes. That's a big TBD. Rare Sats. I see Corey in the audience. He's doing something at Magisat, but Rare Sats is a big narrative right now where one Satoshi no longer equals one Satoshi. And so that one's interesting.